think you've got a story, Betsy, about the house being used in a Nescafe advertisement.
Well, the bit of the story that I liked best was when the cloudless May skies did not suit the filmers. They wanted rain. So they brought in a water bowser, which they put in the field, just under the tree. But they found great difficulty in encouraging the water to go uphill to the house. So Ivor suggested that a pump was needed, and perhaps they could borrow one from the Forestry Commission, which they did. And they had no bother then bringing it from the burn straight across the field at the back, and they didn't require the bowser at all. But then there was a big problem of getting the bowser back up the hill. So they poured out all the water, and looking at the field there just now, it looks as if it still hasn't recovered, and they needed a tractor to take it back up to the road.
Now, the sheds are in a bit of a bad state, but I guess they will have been quite smart when you were here.
Well, we had the original barn at the side, which we used as a hen house, and there was a lean-to for a garage. But during a thunderstorm one year, the whole thing collapsed. So when the Josies left Oscamal, Ivor bought this wooden shed, which they'd used as a store, and the boys dismantled it and brought it up here, where they used it to get the rally cars ready for the Tour of Mull. And there was an extra bit added on at the side, just for tools and whatnot to be kept in out of the road of cars going in and out. Just in the remains of the wall there was a building which we called the Turnip House. Quite a lot of the stones were taken away and used elsewhere. And there's a gate just going through to the fields just beside it, which my daughter managed to navigate her practice car through long before she was 16, 17.
Well done.
The bottom field there with the pool of water in it, a visitor in 1979 told me that he had been lost there when he was 5 years old, which was previously 65 years ago, was growing such a crop of corn there that he and his sisters had difficulty finding their way out. There's hay in the field between where we're standing and Craigmore, and there was hay ricks in it in 1964, quite a number of them. Our first vegetable garden was just where Mr McLaughlin, who was here for 27 years before us as shepherd, had his patch, but we didn't really have much success at all, between sheep getting over the fence and cows are occasionally finding their way down. And
it's just here in front of the wall, was it, or is it
just
further
right
down?
on the low bit, just at the bottom of the wall there, and then we moved our garden to the back of the house altogether in hope of better crops.
It's still a devil of a business to keep the rabbits out, I can assure you.
Yes, I know. We had it deer fenced, rabbit fenced. Oh
Yes.
dear.
Yes, even as we speak, they are munching away merrily. They've just made their way through a whole pile of lovely leeks that my sister's friend planted a few weeks ago.
Goodness sake.
But never mind. Sometimes they look very, very cute.
And well fed. This is where the old road came down before the one that runs along the back. It comes down from above the lay-by, where the oak tree is down, and runs along the front of the house and then disappears off up to the top corner there. Just see that wee hollow there where you can sort of see the light through.
Yes.
That's where the road came through. But when you're walking that bit there, you can see from the way the hazels are growing, you know, the line of the road.
Yes.
And it comes down just about back onto the road again just before Craigmore.
Yes.
This mound beside the house, I'd been asked if it was a burial ground. I really have no idea. You see where the rabbits are coming out and moles are coming out, it's just earth. Neely McCall, who was the tractorman when we came to Kilbrennan, told us that this part of the field was never ploughed up because it was recognised as a graveyard. The font stone there is a triangular shape and seems to be in a position in relation to the triangle that showed up on that very dry summer as being of something of importance. Yes, right up in the cleft, if you follow the burn up and then it's up to the left from there, you'll find just a little niche covered in with obviously man-laid stones, but looking very like a defensive position, you would say. It couldn't be lived in, it was not big enough for that. But as a first line of defence for anyone going up the cleft there, it would be very effective.